Okay, my mate Nathan's here with his S5. This is a 2018.
Yes, correct.
And we're going to have a look and see if we can free up some of the restrictions in the factory airbox, because they're quite a quiet setup. So we'll start by having a look at, we'll take this cover off and just check the filter and have a look and see what we got inside, see if there's any screens, and maybe we can get some more growl and a bit more airflow. Okay, easy enough to do. Looks, so we just take off the, it's a 7mm there, loosen that up, and T25 Torx. And we'll go around and take all these out. Bit of a seal in it. Pop that off there. What's inside? Oh, what is that? That is, you have had, are those bugs or mouse poops? All right, well, we'll take that outside.
Big bastard.
So we'll take this plastic piece off and have a look inside here. So this was real easy. You got to take off the lever. A little flathead screwdriver in the back, and boop, off she comes. And then it's got pegs in the front that you just have to pull up on the front edge, and then it just comes right out. There you go, little clips. Okay, where does the air go? So the air goes through here into that intake, the piping there, which is that's not very restricted at all.
It's got to hit the radiator first before it comes up, though. Closed off from the top, it's down here.
Yeah, okay. So it comes through, second slot down, air comes in, or any slot down, up and over, and then into the box. And now we just took the box out. It's just held in with a couple pegs. There's the box there. So where my hand is, where the air comes in, and that's where the pod sits. So we can probably open this up a lot by cutting up the back side of this.
Well, really, all two sides.
Yeah, two
you only
sides.
need the lid.
Because that's just going to take air from down that massive hole, down which is behind the headlights. Okay, looking at this, we have a support here with that peg, and on the bottom. And there's like a drain here on the bottom. So what we figure we can do, if that's the front of it, we can cut up this side and the back. And that'll get good supply of clean air. So we've got a drill to get the hole started and a jigsaw. You could also do this with a hole saw. It would be a bit cleaner looking, but so maybe try to leave a bit of material. I don't know, try to go...
I was just going to go around this cutout. I was going to use that as a sort of guide.
Oh yeah, yeah.
To go around that and just still so I've got edge.
Yeah, try to have some structure.
Strength, yeah.
Yeah, all right, so let's do a rip. Now that will have some airflow.
Only about a 300% increase.
Yeah, there we go. I don't think we need to cut the other side. I think that's
Probably
good.
not,
I
no.
think that'll do.
Yeah. So if we get an eye on that. Actually, you know what? That's probably the perfect side as well, because it's right underneath. Doing that is just going to sit against the wheel arch.
Yeah, that's going to get that airflow coming up through there. That's going to be good. All right, cool. Let's put it in. So that's nice and cut. This looks way cleaner and more factory than I thought it would actually. And we'll just position it back in. It would be a bit easier if we took this snorkel out, I think, but we're lazy. Okay, we'll line up the pegs. Problem is the big long thing on the bottom, which is a water drain. It's catching on some of the wiring just as I try to put it back in. It's not a straight down push. There we go. So you got to get your hand on that longer thing that's hanging off the bottom and kind of just guide it in, and then it's all good. There we go. The box is back in, and we can push it down. That's all seated properly. Grommets all snap back down. There we go. We have a very high flow airbox. You can see there, so it just kind of comes to the back of the headlight unit, but down there where my hand is, that's just straight airflow, all open. That's yeah, that's a massive, going to be a massive improvement in airflow. Okay, now we have a K&N pod to put on. So we got a pod filter, K&N, and it's got little like locating bolts, and then the factory one only just slips onto this ring. So we're going to work out. We kind of. It's pretty snug. Is it fairly snug?
It's snug enough, but I don't know about staying there.
Okay, so I think we should. I think we should drill two little holes.
Yeah.
Get those through and use them. They come with washers and nuts, and that'll be secure, and I won't be moving. So to work out where the holes had to go, just put the filter on, and kind of just pushed it hard enough to leave a mark. Alternatively, you can just put a piece of masking tape there and rock it back and forth, and that'll leave a mark as well. But if you can see it on the black plastic, just go for that. So we've just pushed the bolts through, grab the little nuts and washers.
One's in, one's not.
There we go. And that'll be nice and secure. So these are just a little 7mm, same as the same size as the hose clamp to take this thing out to begin with. They come with a nice little nylock, and it's pulling down a bit, so it's going to create a nice seal. I don't think we need to go too tight with these.
Not considering the factory one was just sitting there.
Yeah, the factory one had nothing. It's definitely pulling down though. And that is a nice flush fit. All right, look at that. Love the intake mods like this. Nice and easy, just modifying factory. Okay, now line it up and put it back in. This is quick. This is a very...
The beauty of this is it's completely stealth.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's done, and there should be a good bit more induction noise. And there's a lot more airflow. Okay, and we'll just tighten all these little torques down, the T25s. Still off, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That's it.
Why German cars can't use just like the little spring clip like Japanese cars instead of having to use, how many are on this? 2, 4, 6, 8 Torx bolts. Like, really, guys? Really? Come on, didn't have to do that. Cool. That is that's in. Tighten that hose clamp up. DIY intake mod. What did that, with filming, it took
25 minutes?
If that. Fantastic. That's an easy mod. Very easy mod, and that should increase the airflow quite a bit. Something we've just come across, putting this back on. So to release it was just pushing down on this button, but to get it back on, it's not spring loaded, so it doesn't really stay. I've just got a little tiny screwdriver here. Gonna reach into the corner and pull that up, and that's it. And now it's back on.
You can definitely hear some better audible sound for sure.
Yeah, you can hear the here's some induction noise.